The Book of Judges. My wife asked me why I chose to do a series on the Book of Judges. Really, I think the main reason is it's not only a wonderful history, the Book of Judges, it's really the story that God is telling. And I think all of history is just that, it's His story. If you remember that from A to Z, you'll be further along in your understanding of where you fit into the world. God has from the beginning, before the stars were hung, He was electing, He was choosing people who would be His out of this fallen race of humanity. He was making an agreement with His Son to redeem those fallen people. He was making provision for His people in an eternal land where joy is never ending. He was doing all of these things. So in the end, all of our stories, and mine and yours, as well as all the stories in the Book of Judges, whether you're somebody like Gideon or Deborah or whomever, what's going to be is it all is His story. I play a small part, as I said in one book. It's as if I was a vaudevillian dancer and I came on the stage on the right and I did a few tricks across the stage and danced off left. That'll be my life. I'm almost at the end of it. You're near the end of your life, even if you're 21 years old. You just don't realize it. But all of these things are only important if they're in the larger context of God telling His story, which is all of history. Everybody has a part to play in this story. You do, I do, every militant in some foreign land right now, they're all really under God's control. They're all working out a history that He's laid out. And to think otherwise is to misunderstand history and your life. So the Book of Judges is particularly poignant to me because it's the story of a man's life, usually, where God intervenes and gets the man thinking right. He rescues the man as He does the nation of Israel. And they immediately have peace, and whenever they have peace, they backslide and do wickedly, and they turn away from God. And then when a crisis hits, they cry out again, and they beg God for mercy, and in mercy He answers, and He sends another judge to rescue them, and to run off the oppressors, and they rejoice for a moment, and then they fall away again, and they forget about God, and calamity comes, and they cry out again. And in the Book of Judges, it happens so regularly that there's no other theme that you can say it dictates the whole book. It's probably the story of your life. It's certainly been the story of mine. There are seasons when I draw close, and when things go well, a lot of good news often derails me. Bad news brings me back to God. Perhaps that's the case in your life. If so, please listen to the Book of Judges and be more than entertained. Be taught about your own life. I appreciate it. Thanks.